There are not many 5-star hotels in Kuala Lumpur that boast to have an excellent butler service, and in conjunction of the Christmas season, I will show the St Regis Kuala Lumpur review, which includes its well-known signature butler service that gives meticulous attention to detail. Do you mind to explain a little bit about the butler service that the hotel offers to guests staying in this hotel?
Yes, of course. So we do have 5 service our butler do. So the first one is pressing service. So normally for the guests, they check in, they have complimentary 2-piece pressing. If there's 2 person in the room, then they'll have 4-piece complimentary pressing. Second, we do have packing and unpacking service. So let's say if the guest is busy or they are rushing, we can help them unpack, and also we can help them pack. If let's say on their checkout time they need to rush, and then we can help them pack for them. Thirdly, we have the beverage service where you can request for complimentary beverage, unlimited. We have coffee, tea, and chocolates. We also have Milo. So yeah, unlimited. You can order anytime you like. And then after that, we also have e-butler service where you can email us, or you can just chat through the Marriott Bonvoy app. You can chat with our butler service desk, or you can email them. We are 24 hours. You also can call.
So we'll see if guests can be made prince or princess whenever they stay in this hotel. Hi, welcome to Danny on the Go Special Season 4. I'm Danny. In this video, I will also get into the inside of this luxury 5-star hotel, including the precious artwork in the common area and the fabulous Astor Bar where the movie Crazy Rich Asian was shot. Let the review begins in 14 seconds from now. St Regis Kuala Lumpur was opened in 2016, which was the same year the brand was acquired by Marriott, where it's now under the Marriott Bonvoy chain of hotels. There are currently 4 hotels under the luxury category in the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio that can be found in Kuala Lumpur, and I've already reviewed 3 of them previously. Feel free to check those videos on my channel if you haven't watched them yet. And in this time, we are finally take a look at the highly rated St Regis Kuala Lumpur. Let's check out the location of this prestigious 5-star hotel. Situated in the southwest part of Kuala Lumpur city centre, it's just 10 minutes walk to the KL Sentral, the main transportation hub in Malaysia, and around 10 kilometers away from the city centre. Even it's not located right in the city centre, guests can easily get to anywhere by train from KL Sentral. Guests can take the KLIA Express directly from the airport to KL Sentral, and St Regis Kuala Lumpur is one of the best luxury hotel options, conveniently located near the station, especially looking at the condition of the traffic in the city centre is always scary. The best option to travel around the city is by train. The building has 48 stories consisting of 208 hotel rooms and suites, which are from level 1 till 21, and the rest of the upper floors are the residences. Here is the rough layout of the building. There are 3 basements for parking. Level 1 has the reception, lobby lounge, boutique and retail shops. Level 2 has an all-day dining restaurant and a bar. Level 3 has a ballroom and meeting rooms. Level 4 has the Japanese restaurants. Level 6 is where the facilities, salon and spa are. Level 7 till 21 are the hotel rooms and suites. Level 22 onwards are the residences. Here I will show you some of the way to get to this hotel, and if you want to know about this hotel, you may skip to the next chapter according to the video timeline. Generally, there are 3 ways to get to this hotel. By car, which I will show you as I always drive to a hotel in Kuala Lumpur, and by foot and by free shuttle for those who are taking train or stop at KL Sentral station. Even though driving may not be advisable as the traffic may be heavy at times, but it's the best option to go for if one doesn't like to stand and wait for the public transport to pick you up. If one is driving to the hotel, the parking entrance is at the back of the building, where one may need to pass by the drop-off area and move all the way back to the hotel. It's a big round driving around the hotel building before coming to the basement entrance. The parking is at the basement of the hotel and it's cashless and complimentary for in-house guests. The vehicle plate will be scanned upon entering and one just needs to have the number validated at the reception or concierge before leaving the hotel to enjoy the complimentary parking. The parking is bright and there are many parking bays. The lift to the lobby is easily to be seen. Well, it's wainscoting design again. I think I have to prepare myself to see a lot of wainscoting and marbles in this hotel since the first door into the hotel is in such design. Even wainscoting design was used since the medieval era, it may not look dated if it's used correctly, and in this hotel is one of the good example. I am surprised that I never feel awkward looking at the lift waiting area when a combination of wainscoting with some modern features and bold colors is used. The lift door edge will lead out when the lift is about to come, and I guess in this way even an old person like me will know this is the lift I should take. For those who are coming from the KL Sentral, they can walk to this hotel or taking the free shuttle offered by the hotel. Walking is easy but may take a little time. For guests taking the train, especially those coming from the airport, where the KLIA Express will stop here too, they will come to the main hall of the station as you see here. There are signage from the main hall of the station and one just need to follow the directional sign as stated. The entrance of St Regis Kuala Lumpur feels simple yet undeniably grand. It blends classic hotel opulence with contemporary luxury, carrying a Manhattan-inspired style that's elevated with subtle Malaysians and modern touches. Even the lobby doesn't look spacious. It has high ceiling with the contrast of white and dark wood color combinations makes the entire space feel timeless and grand. One will stand in or in the middle of the lobby where there are two giant masterpieces at both sides behind the reception area. These two 4.9 meters pologram murals is not any ordinary decorative art like any other 5-star hotel has. With St Regis brand having a long history with the sport of polo since early 1900s. These lively action of 5 horses and riders murals can easily connect well into the hotel design. With the name Grace Thunders by Mark Evans, these murals are not photographs, neither paintings. They are artwork etched out from leather. These amaze me as I pause walking to the check-in at reception, where guests are welcomed at individual desks with armchair for a more personal and relaxed check-in experience. The ceiling-to-floor book racks at both sides creatively filled up with books and decorations make the entire lobby look more artistry. With the perfect matching of colors and hanging chandelier, the design totally never overdone. There are more masterpieces at the lobby here, but I will get into my room first. So do stay on in the video to look at other very interesting parts in the hotel after my room tour. The hotel lifts are located further in from the reception. More paintings are hanging on the wall, making me having a doubt to stop and look or continue to the room, but I decided to come back later to marvel at them. Today I'm staying at a 1 king bed lake garden view corner executive suite. And if you want to know how much I pay for the suite, you may check on the description below. I was given the suite at level 18. There are generally 12 units of rooms on each floor, and the suite corners are located on each corner of the building. I like the lift button as it's huge and easily to be seen. The lift can be accessed all the way from the parking basement to the rooms without having to change to other lifts. Stepping out of the lift, the corridor immediately shows the inspiration from a luxurious Manhattan apartment, creating a timeless and opulent atmosphere. The hallway is lined with wainscoting wall panels, which I'm personally not a fan, but it still managed to avoid looking dated. Thanks to the neatly placed table lamps and the soft, soothing lighting, give the space a warm and elegant touch as I head towards the room. Also, the combination of different materials and colors along the wainscoting panel's high ceiling really turn the entire hallway looks different. This is why I say design done correctly. This is my room. The executive corner suite has the size of 71 square meters. Upon coming into the suite, on the left is the washroom, while on the right is the open closet that is separated by a mirror wooden door. Moving inside is the king-size bed at one side, and in the middle is the sofa with coffee table, while on the side is the 51 inches TV. The business table is at the side. At the bedside are all the switches that are properly indicated. Notepad and pen are provided. The curtain and the shears can be opened by the press of a button, as you see here, revealing the ceiling-to-floor window that allows plenty of daylight shines into the room. Let's look at the view. This suite is facing the National Museum, and at the side is the Botanical Garden, and the Blue Dome building is the National Planetarium. On the far end is the KL City Centre, where one may see the KL Tower and KLCC Twin Tower. At the side of the window, one will not miss this cupboard that is specially custom-made to this hotel, where I really love. This is the minibar. Separated into two sides, at one side is the coffee making machine, a kettle, and drinking water that comes in glass bottles. Under it are the culinary sets. At the bottom is the mini fridge, where it's properly stocked up with beverages and it's not free. On the other side are many snacks, and they are really tempting, and all of them are chargeable items except the tea bags, coffee capsule, and other condiments that are stored inside the compartments. Meanwhile, beside the TV is a book rack that filled up with some reading materials. I'm not a bookworm, but these book racks makes me feel like as though I'm a professor sitting beside a business table. There is a box that filled up with stationeries inside, so one may be able to work here. Note that the books and display items like the trunk here cannot be taken home, although guests may use them during their stay. On the coffee table, there's a welcome treats of local dessert as well as a fruit platter together with the heartwarming handwritten welcome notes from the manager. What I like staying in the luxury hotel is they always have the open closet, and the St Regis Kuala Lumpur is not exceptional. It has a really big open closet where at one side there's a luggage rack with many hangers and bathrobe, while in the middle is the powder area with comfortable leather stool for one to make up themselves. On the other side is a big luggage storage area. The safe is hidden inside a push of a leather cover. At one side of the makeup table drawer is a steamer, while the other side is the hair dryer. Good quality sleepers are available on the floor. Now let's check out the washroom. Opposite the open closet is the washroom. The shower area is separated with a glass door, where inside there's a rain shower and normal shower fixture that comes with shower amenities. Something that is generous enough where the hotel allows guests to take as many bottles as they want. In the middle between the shower area and the toilet are the towels that are put neatly on a rack, and on top of that is a plant to add a little lively feeling in the washroom. The toilet is a smart toilet where the toilet seat can be lifted up by its own when detected movements. Guests may choose the various functions of the toilet at the control panel located at the side. A full-size bathtub is available, and guess what? They even have a TV facing so that guests can watch their favorite TV show while enjoying their soaking here. Next to it is the vanity area where it comes with two basins, and in the middle of the basins is a box where inside there are small towels and other toiletries. Generally, the washroom looks great. The usage of good marble texture and good lighting, and most importantly, it's clean and spacious where one will not feel like rushing out from the washroom. The entire suite is nice and spacious. The furniture and the table lamp makes the suite look so homely. It's fully carpeted, but it never looks dirty like they have stain or threadbare where one used to walk on it too much. It's bright and people like me who work while in the room will have full of inspiration too. Now let's look at other interesting things in the common area. I head back to the lobby again first. At the side of the reception is the lobby lounge called the drawing room. From the entrance, one would never miss this giant horse sculpture in the middle of the lounge. This sculpture, with a height of 3.5 meters and weight 2 tons, is another masterpiece installed in the hotel. Created by a Colombian artist called Fernando Botero, it's another horse-themed collection that's impressive enough to showcase how high and grand this place is. According to the butler explanation, this sculpture is the first decorative item installed in the hotel before even the hotel was built, meaning the entire space of the hotel is built surrounding this sculpture, as this sculpture is too heavy to move around after it was imported and carried in all the way from Italy. Surrounding this majestic sculpture are plenty of armchairs letting guests to enjoy the best moment of afternoon tea with delightful pastries and aromatic teas. The high ceiling to floor glass at the side allows plenty of daylight streams inside, making the space a perfect spot to refresh and gather with friends casually in any kind of occasion. The drawing room operates from 8 a.m. till 12 midnight. At the end of the lounge, there is a staircase that can lead to level 2 where there is a restaurant. Beside the staircase, there are more seatings for the lounge, and moving further on is a jewelry retail shop, while facing it is the lobby for the ballroom as well as lift to the residence. I head back to the staircase, and there's a very long spiral crystal chandelier luring guests to the exclusive bar and restaurant up there. One can use the lift, but I want to use this luxury staircase, moving up following the movement of the chandelier to level 2. On level 2, there's a Brasserie, a Michelin-selected restaurant in Kuala Lumpur. Also the all-day dining restaurant in the hotel, and it's where I will have my breakfast tomorrow. I will look into it in detail when I come for breakfast tomorrow. Next dining place in the hotel is the Astor Bar, a place where there are more than 650 labels. This place is a good place to chill out if you are someone that likes to drink, or even if you are like me who don't drink, you can have a mocktail too. As an in-house guest, there's a complimentary cocktail where one can enjoy inside here. This is the mocktail I've ordered. Beside the bar, there's a Macallan whiskey room with a stunning gold tile dome. If guests want to have a drink and get a seat in this room, they must purchase at least a glass of whiskey, and I can tell you the collection of whiskey inside here is really a lot and it's expensive. On the other side of the bar is the decanter, where there is a storage of some of the most precious wine in town. Is this place look familiar? Yes, this is the place where one of the scenes of the movie Crazy Rich Asians was shot. I'm not a drinker, neither an expert, but I would say this place does give a very glamorous feeling to me. The Astor Bar opens from 5 p.m. till 12 midnight. Next, I head to level 3 where the grand ballroom is. They were having an event during my visit, and the event staffs were preparing for the night show. This is the outside of the grand ballroom, and moving inside is the grand ballroom where the event lighting test is going on. Since there's nothing much I can see, I move to level 4 where there's a Japanese restaurants are. Here there are not one but 3 Japanese restaurants. They are called Ushi, Taka, and Tenshin. These 3 restaurants serve different type of authentic Japanese cuisine, and they are Michelin selected restaurants too, where Ushi is the first Japanese restaurant in Kuala Lumpur to serve ozaki, where beef is the main dish. Next we can see Taka, the sushi bar next to Ushi, where it's currently unavailable during my visit as the main Japanese chef has went back to Japan. Last and not least is the Tenshin, the place where tempura omakase is served with the freshest ingredients that flown in from Japan 3 times a week. If this is already luxury enough, I will show you this private room in this Japanese restaurant. It's very normal, right? But the staff told me the minimum spending in this private room is 10,000 ringgit. I'm an Asian, but not rich neither crazy. This Japanese restaurant opened from 12 noon till 2:30 p.m. for lunch and 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. for dinner. On the same floor are some of the meeting rooms called the Exchange. On the far end, they even have a screening room that's ideal for media and digital product launching. Now let's take a look at the hotel facilities. All facilities are located at level 6. Upon coming out from the lift, the place that's facing right in front is the Iridium Spa. This is the reception for the spa and the resting and waiting area. There are 10 therapy rooms inside the spa. I was guided by the friendly staff here to take a look at the biggest treatment room where it hosts for couple. This place is really huge and it looks like a maze to me. This room has a jacuzzi, a sauna, and of course a private shower area and suite to it. The spa opens from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. Next, I head to the fitness center. Walking along a long hallway where I find this is what I really don't like about this hotel. Here I will pass by the barber shop that doesn't belong to the hotel. Right opposite is the fitness center called Athletic Club. Guest needs the key card to enter. Inside is not big but comfortable enough as the machine is very complete. It's clean and bright and smells good too. It may not have any view out there where it's facing the offices, but bright enough even it's rainy day like now. At the corner is the counter where they are drinking water and towels provided. Guests may practice yoga or get some aerobic done in the studio room where it's bright too. Next to it is the swimming pool. Before I get to the swimming pool, there's a kids club beside it. There are plenty of activities available throughout the week and guests may check out the schedule stated at the entrance. But before I move in, I noticed that this kids club is not free like other 5-star hotel, which I find its downside for the hotel. Guests may check out the price list stated at the entrance as well. I'm just wondering why they are charging extra on the kids area when most of the adults' common facilities are included in the room rate. It operates from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. I move on to check out the swimming pool. There are 2 swimming pools and both of them are squarish infinity swimming pool. On the left is the residential swimming pool, while on the right is the hotel guest swimming pool. This is another weird area where there's no distinguish other than just a walkway separating both of the pools. I can imagine sometimes hotel guests might mistakenly jump into the residence pool or in other way around. But the fact is, the hotel guest room swimming pool is bigger than the residence pool, and it has the view of the city landmark like the Merdeka 118, KLCC Twin Tower, and KL Tower. Even the swimming pool is not located on a high floor, guests can enjoy the view while swimming here. Plenty of sun lounges and even sunbeds are available at the side of the swimming pool. They even have a row of poolside cabanas if guests intend to rest and eat by the pool. There is no wading pool, but this swimming pool has an area that is shallow at the side. Kids can enjoy playing here but must have supervision by adults as there's no boundary to the main swimming pool. Towels and infused water are provided here. The swimming pool operates from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. One thing that's interesting is every evening around 7 p.m. there will be a giant TV screen pushed to the edge of the swimming pool to allow guests to enjoy outdoor TV session. If it's raining, this session will be closed. At the far end of the swimming pool, there is another dining option called Crystal. This is a pool bar where guests can order some snacks to bite while enjoying beside the pool, or if the weather is good, this is a good place to watch some good sport matches. Crystal Restaurant opens from 11 a.m. till 11 p.m. daily. As mentioned, the hotel do provide free shuttle to KL Sentral station. Perfect for those who intend to use the train to get to other places in the city, as well as guests coming from the airport. I will take the free shuttle to KL Sentral station, where beside there is a shopping mall called New Central, to have my dinner there. Guests staying in the hotel can get any daily needs in this shopping mall too. After dinner, I decided to walk back to the hotel from the KL Sentral to show you the way to get to the hotel. This is the main hall of KL Sentral station, and on the far end is the New Central shopping mall. Passengers from all over the country can reach to this KL Sentral station. By KLIA Express if coming from the KLIA airport, by LRT if coming from parts of the city, or KTM if coming from other states in the country. So you can see it's always crowded here with both locals and tourists walking around. There will be signage to the hotel nearby the station, and one just need to look for St Regis and follow the direction. It's a bit of walking as the place is huge. At the far end is one of the exit or entrance to the station, where this is where the hotel free shuttle will pick up or drop off. Turn left and move up the escalator. By the way, the free shuttle from the hotel is available from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. and will depart every 30 minutes from the hotel main entrance. Only on every weekend, the free shuttle is available to transport guests all the way from the hotel to Pavilion Kuala Lumpur in Bukit Bintang, but the time can be varied depends on the traffic. Roughly it's 1 hour, and the downside is there's only one shuttle available taking the guests out. So if the traffic is really bad, most of the time it's horrible during the weekend, guests may need to wait for a very long time. I suggest guests can take the MRT train from the Museum Negara MRT station, which is just opposite the hotel. So right here, I'm already at the KL Sentral office tower. This passage is open 24 hours daily, and guests can walk anytime they want to the KL Sentral station. Only downside is there's part of it without shelter, and if it's raining like now, then it's really a hassle to walk to the hotel, even the hotel is just next to the office tower. The suite really makes me feel so comfortable, especially after the turn down service is done. I will cover the day and will review on my breakfast tomorrow. This morning I head to the Brasserie restaurant for breakfast at level 2. Breakfast begins from 6:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. daily. Let's see what they have for breakfast here. The spread of food for breakfast is not really variety, but quality enough though. On each table, there's a made to order menu, and I have ordered a Canadian lobster with eggs. Don't expect the whole lobster shown on the plate, just pieces of it only. The restaurant is not big, but seatings are very limited. The seating arrangement are good though, where mostly are two-seaters table and can be joined up if have bigger groups. There are some couch seatings by the window where it's first come first serve. On the far end, there is a private room where there are more seatings inside for guests who want more privacy, but need to reserve it if needed to use. The space in the restaurant is very limited, and the tables are extended outside of the restaurant in front of the Astor Bar during breakfast time. So if guests want to dine in the restaurant, one needs to be here early. I don't really like the food arrangement as it's all located at the side and looking at the space is not big and may have many guests, especially during weekend and public holidays. This restaurant can be chaotic. One has to remember that this is St Regis Hotel and no one likes to feel like a wet market when having their brekkie here. Let's see what I have to say and my rating about this luxury 5-star hotel. Ah, it's it's end of the year and it's always not a good time to do any hotel review or having a outdoor shooting uh, in end of the year, especially Kuala Lumpur where it's always raining and it's cloudy now. Hopefully that it's not going to rain afterwards so that I can do more outdoor shooting because coming to the hotel, there's a lot of places that is outdoor, especially the outward looking of the hotel as well as the common area. So right now it's cloudy. I don't know whether it's going to rain or not. Hopefully it's not going to rain. Now this St Regis Kuala Lumpur hotel, to me, I have mixed feeling. I like it at the same time. I don't really like it. Why I'm saying that? Let's talk about the location first. The location, I would say that it's good. It's near to the KL Sentral, even though it's not in the city center. But it's not actually beside the KL Central station, where guests may need to walk about 10 minutes walking from the KL station to this hotel. Now, if let's say they are carrying a lot of luggages or if they're coming with families with kids, it's going to be a little hassle, dragging all the luggage all the way from the train station to this place, especially when there's one part where there's no shelter at all. So if it's raining like yesterday night or yesterday, then it's going to be a problem because you need to actually get drenched, when they come to the hotel. Yeah, they have this free shuttle provided, but you still need to wait for the free shuttle. It's like half an hour um, every time you got to wait for the free shuttle to come and pick you up. Sometimes you got to wait, and yeah, so it's not like those hotels that's just beside the train station. They are 5-star hotel where it's very convenient, where you don't need to actually get drenched or get wet, where there is shelter all the way from the KL train station to the hotel over there. But this hotel, it's not beside, it's just near. Yeah. The one thing is good is they do provide free shuttle to the KL city center, even though this hotel is not in the KL city center. Like they provide the free shuttle to the Bukit Bintang Pavilion Kuala Lumpur shopping mall, but that's only for weekend. So if you are coming during weekend, you can take the shuttle. As I say, you got to wait. The traffic there is heavy, and by the time the shuttle come to pick you up, it might be 1 hour plus for the waiting time, and there's only one shuttle available for the hotel. Which I think, why do they only have one van picking the guests up? I suggest that if guests really wants to go to the KL city center, they might as well go and take the MRT, whereby the MRT station is just located opposite of the hotel. You just need to walk across and take the MRT down without having the problem of the traffic conditions in the KL city center. This is St Regis Kuala Lumpur, and I have quite high expectation when comes to a luxury 5-star hotel like this. the setting of the whole entire hotel looks luxury enough, but it's not in a hotel form. Their concept is like a Western, they we call it Manhattan style luxury residence or apartment, which they actually very successfully done because I do really feel that it looks like a very luxury residence when I come into the hotel. But it doesn't have the hotel feels where the grandness of the lobby when it comes in. The lobby is not really big. The lobby is pretty small. It has a high ceiling. It's a very luxury where they have a lot of masterpieces inside, which is very good, which I like it because I love art a lot. But it somehow when I comes in, it doesn't give me a very hotel feels. The whole entire common area is like a residence or apartments where they are divided into rooms or parts or spaces. Like they have the living room as lobby, and they have a lounge, and to me it's like a dining room. Then there's a staircase, then different part of rooms, and it's like they are divided into different rooms and making the whole entire space looks not open at all. You know, when I come to a hotel, I want to feel the openness of the space inside the lobby. But this is like they are actually divided into different parts where it's quite restricted to me. And they although they are quite restricted to me, but they have done it very cleverly because they have a very high ceiling. The ceiling is so high that it doesn't feel very stringent, and it's very airy inside. It's just that the space is not wide enough. I like the combination of the color, the lighting. They use a lot of Western American wainscoting, which I really don't like most of the time. But in this hotel, I would say that it gives me another way of looking the wainscoting already because I really think, oh, they have really done a very good job of using the wainscoting because the elements, the colors, the materials, the combination of all different colors, everything, making the whole entire surrounding, even the hallway looks not that old or dated. Even most of them are wainscoting walls. The hotel is very famous of its butler service, which I feel that they are doing a little bit too much. I am those are a person that will do things by my own most of the time, and I don't really rely on people do things for me. They have this kind of service where they will actually pack or unpack your luggage for the guests. But to me, I forbid them to touch my things, my luggage, because there are a lot of things inside where I don't really like them to look at it or even touch it. For instance, I don't want them to look at the size, the color, or the brand of underwear that I'm wearing. Even most of the friends saying that I'm not wearing any underwear, but I do wear underwear, okay? But I just don't like people to see the brand, the color, or the type of underwear that I'm wearing. So I forbid them to touch my luggage. But other than that, they do a lot of things. Like they open the window, they make coffee, tea, or any beverages 24 hours for the guests, which I really appreciate. And I actually order tea most of the time because I like to drink tea. And yeah, they are so good. And every time they come here, they will actually bring something other than more than a tea. They will bring chocolates. They will bring biscuits for me to go along with the tea. And at one time, the butler service forgotten to get me drinking water because I drink a lot of waters. Um, she actually apologized all the way. You know, like every time she see me at the common area, she just apologized and say sorry to me so many times until I feel so guilty myself. And I say your apologize is accepted kind of things. And she brought me two boxes of chocolates, and I really love that, you know. And she also brought me a apologize letter. I say, oh, don't do that. Okay, that's already too much already. I mean, I will say that the butler service is good, but sometimes it's already too much. But for those guys that really don't like to do much, you know, they just like to sit down on the couch and just point a finger to ask the people to do things for them, you know, get things done. This is a very good place for them because they can be really a good couch potato, and they just point a finger and everything can be done for them, But to me, I'm not the type of person. Yeah, the hotel has a lot of artwork, which I really like. I like art a lot, and they have a lot of masterpieces from the lobby, the lounge, and even the common area, like the lift area. They have so many paintings. I mean, I can stand there for half an hour, standing there, looking, marveling all these artworks. And the staff here are so observative. They are very attentive. They greet me by name all the time. At one time, I'm just standing at the lobby, actually looking at the mural, and they thought that I have questions and I have doubts. I have no idea where to go, and they come to me. Is there anything wrong? Do you need help? I say no. I'm just looking at the mural, kind of things. I mean, they are very observative. They are very attentive, which I really like, because most of the five-star hotel, the staff there will just try to hide themselves. I mean, pretending you don't see me, you can't see me, and they would not need to do so much, kind of things. So the hotel here, they will take the initiative to approach the guests, which I really like, because to me, five-star hotel, the staff have to approach guests instead of guests approach the staff. This is a very important thing to me as a staff working in a five-star hotel. And this hotel actually meets my requirements. For those guests that really have limited time staying in this hotel, for example, they come to check in late night and the next early morning they have to leave the hotel, I would suggest them to enjoy the room more, because the room here, I would say, is one of the biggest room in the city center. They have, with the size of, I think it's 63 square meters for the smallest room they have in the hotel. So 63 square meters is something like a studio apartment in the city center nowadays. So it's pretty nice. And as you can see, the whole entire room is filled with daylight, with the whole window from ceiling to floor, which is so bright and nice. I really love the rooms here. And if budget allows, please take a suite where it's actually located at a corner, because I would say that I like this suite because it's very quiet. Coming to talk about that, I would like to talk about the soundproof. Um, as you can see, the street is down there. There are a lot of cars moving down, and I can't even hear a single noise from outside. And this is a corner room, and to my surprise, that outside the hallway of this room or this suite is actually belongs to me myself only, because there's no neighbor opposite or at the side of this suite. And there's one special door from the outside closing. And yeah, to me, it's like can have this whole space by my own. The only sound probably I can hear is from the top, but this is the 18th floor, is the highest suite in the hotel. The 19 is another bigger suite, which I don't think anyone occupy at this moment. That's why it's very quiet. So if you are staying in normal rooms, I'm not sure, because there are neighbors at the side. But in the suite, so they are located on the corners of the building, so you won't be able to get the noise that much. So soundproof in this hotel is very good. Another thing I want to talk about this hotel is about the facilities. I found that the facilities is it's okay for a five-star hotel, but there are some facilities I found is a little bit weird. For example, the kids club. Kids has to pay in order to access the kids club. The kids club is not for in-house guests, I would say. If in-house guests wants to use, they got to pay, and yeah, you got to book the slot in order to access into the kids club, which I find, why do we need to pay? Secondly, there's no sauna, no jacuzzi, no steam bath in the hotel. They have these facilities in the spa, in the Iridium spa, but no, Iridium spa is not actually belongs to the hotel. It's actually partner with the hotel. So meaning, if guests wants to use the facilities like the sauna, steam bath, or the jacuzzi, they have to actually purchase the therapy. Then only they are allowed to enter into the therapy rooms with these facilities inside. So it's like, yeah, there's only a swimming pool and a fitness center. And other than that, there's nothing much. If you want to know my rating for this luxury five-star hotel, this is my rating. I would say it's not bad. It's pretty good, but there are still rooms to improve. Looking at this is St Regis Kuala Lumpur. This is my last hotel review of the year, and this year is really abundant to me because I have reviewed many hotels in the city. I thank you so much for everyone who has supported me all this while, who has been watching my video all this while and commenting, whether it's good comment or bad comments. I really like it a lot. There's many way for me to improve on my future videos. Next year is going to be a very exciting year to me because there are more hotel reviews video coming out, as well as there's a new insertion slot where I will be traveling all the way to the Arctic Circle, the Finland, where I will actually showcase my Finland trip into the Lapland and see how I survive in the winter wonderland. If you want to know how is my traveling into this um, happiest country in the world, which actually rank in, I think it's 6 years continuously, the happiest country in the world. Do stay tuned and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you very much. Take care and bye.